Hello and welcome to Casting Roles, a persistent D&D campaign played by a bunch of theater nerds. Thank you for joining us. If you're liking the show, please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And if you want to find us on social media, we're on Twitter at Casting Roles and on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Casting Roles ILM. Our videos are uploaded on our YouTube channel every Friday. But let's go ahead and start the show. So ticket takers, after arriving in the Profane Citadel, exploring the once giant enclave and now claimed by Ahriman, you made your way to the castle of Thoradin, where you encountered Thoradin and his wife Sypha's spirit forms after releasing them from the bondage of their undead remains, and then gain some insight and information about how the runic system of the city works. With Sypha's help, you were then teleported to the Tower of Storms, where you unlocked the doorway and found yourself in Kefkan's Pleasure Palace. After entering into the Pleasure Palace, you all met with Lady Mesmira, who, using the Deck of Many Things, predicted the challenges that you would face in the Pleasure Palace. And then you began to work your way through the various different rooms, which were a smattering of games like Pin the Tail on the Dragon, a roller coaster, a ball pit, the pitfall game. And now you find yourself through one of the golden doors, and you saw before you, a beautiful room with stone encrusted in ores and gems, and a large pit in front of you with a crane over it and many small glowing orbs at the bottom of the pit. Abel did notice one orb in particular that was shimmering that nobody else would have seen because it's just for Abel.
Abel is pondering his orbs.
Yeah, he's pondering his orbs in the Pleasure Palace.
And we're off.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And so, with that in mind, ticket takers, as you look over this pit here before you, what would you like to do?
Well, the first thing I would do is point out the shimmering orb. That is our goal.
Only you see the
That's
shimmering
one right
orb.
there.
No one else sees it.
Which,
Okay.
which one?
That is the one I am going for there.
And
I
do
don't
you
know which
need
one you're
glasses,
talking about.
maybe? I mean, they all look the same.
Maybe he had some of the pomegranate.
If you all cannot see it, then that means it must be specifically for me. I'm going to
So you're special.
He is very special.
activate my jetpack and
Weirdly,
Oh,
as you
nice.
go to activate the jetpack, nothing happens.
Oh. What else was in the room?
You can make an investigation check.
Investigate. Okay, D&D, what's going on? Okay, I clicked the button and nothing happened. So
You have beautiful dice.
real dice it is. A
Gosh.
14 plus 11. Oh, well, this one was better. D&D Beyond came up, and it came up better than what I rolled.
I think a 14 plus 11 is perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it rolled a 31, a 20 plus 11.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Well, the 25 that you rolled.
Yeah, you could take the 25, perhaps.
Well, technically, I rolled D&D Beyond first. It just took a long time.
Technicalities. All right. So with your investigation check, you kind of spy the crane is kind of coming out of the side of a wall and is dangling over the space. There is a claw arm on it with like 4-pronged claws. And you do discover there is there's a console with like levers on it where you think that you could probably control the crane from where you are.
Okay.
Is the crane, is it possible to get up on the crane?
I mean, for If Saurus were here, yes, it would probably he could run up the wall and get up onto the crane. But it's probably the crane itself is probably about 20 feet up on like coming out of the side of the wall.
I'm more specifically concerned about the claw part.
So the pit is about 50 feet long and wide, although circular in structure, and the claw is kind of sitting out in the middle of it. So you would be looking at like a 25-foot leap to get out to the claw if you wanted to.
Unless the claw gets brought closer.
Unless the claw gets brought closer, yeah.
Okay.
What I'm thinking is one of us gets on the claw so that as you get down, they can steer and tell you which direction, because it's kind of hard to see from up here.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Or maybe that's just my eyes.
Can't Anansi like help?
Oddly,
Anansi
Anansi is sitting on Abel's shoulder and is not moving.
Ooh. Well, what about little Saurus?
Little
Could little Saurus direct us?
Little Saurus pops out.
Could you help us aim something as it goes down?
What are we aiming at?
There's some kind of orb that Abel thinks is special.
He can't see it. He can't see it.
he looks over into the pit. He says, "There's a bunch of orbs down there. They all kind of look the same."
Yeah, that's what we were
They all
trying to
just
tell
look
Abel.
the same.
They all
can't
look
see
the
the
same in the sense that like they're all just orbs. There's some that are slightly larger, some that are smaller. They're different colors. But you in particular are seeing one that's shimmering.
Okay. Like they see an orb there, they just don't see the shimmer on the orb.
Yeah.
Okay. Not like I'm just seeing like a phantom orb that no one else sees.
No.
It's just highlighted to
Yeah,
you.
for you it is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay. All right.
Well,
so
if you could get it close and then point out which one it is, because from up here, who can tell?
Okay, I point out the one, and if little Saurus is brave enough to trust my mechanical operations skills,
Or if he could be bribed with something.
with a Scooby Snap.
I'm easy.
What are you food motivated? Yeah. He definitely gets you hungry.
And
That's for
Jace is
sure.
off and running.
Oh.
I was waiting for
talent?
it. I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
We had to start with a good one.
Is he food motivated? What do you like? Food, book.
I mean, I'm not exactly
Compliment.
hungry right now. We were just in a room with a bunch of delicious fruits and things, and you guys didn't offer me any, but I'm okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry about that. They were probably not good to. You weren't supposed to eat them, so I didn't
Kaimana
understand that.
ate them.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to eat them.
I really
but
wasn't supposed to. I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was probably good. I mean, you could have been stuck in a lamp. That wouldn't have been good for you.
No, a horrible time.
I mean, I'm in
Okay,
a
so
like
I
a
can-
backpack a lot of the time right now.
You could have been an all powerful. You could have been an all powerful genie.
Wait,
Granted
what?
wishes. Yeah. No,
I mean, if you want to free a
Free
turtle,
Dave the turtle.
and become a genie instead. I don't think he would fight you, but
We
who's to say?
we really don't need to be giving little Saurus humongous cosmic power with EDP living
EDP
space.
living space.
Man, big bad of
He already
second
has the
campaign.
living space is what he's saying.
Yeah. Well, how about I'll owe you a favor, and you can just whatever that favor becomes.
Okay.
Like kind of out of Jury's line of sight, I'm gonna just mouth like.
What do you mouth? What do you mouth?
For Mar? What?
Ask more.
Mar? What am I asking Mar?
What?
Never mind.
Never mind. Okay, so if I can get to the crane claw closer to the edge,
Okay.
and we can get little Saurus on it.
All right. So you go over to the mechanism to control the crane, and it is difficult to see the pit from where you like the bottom of the pit from the crane controls. So go ahead and make a dexterity check as you're trying to like maneuver this device.
Cool. Dexterity is where it be. Just regular dex.
Yep.
I'm trusting you, D&D Beyond. Lord, can I flash of genius?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even know if this is gonna be enough. Can I? I'm gonna pick up a little rock and imbue it with my little artifice ability to make a mundane item glow with light, and I'm gonna drop it down the pit. And give myself a.
You go to imbue it and then drop it, and you all just watch a mundane rock fall. Abel, you're getting the sense that you might be in an anti-magic field here.
Yep.
Damn anti-magic field.
Yep.
Okay, well, I don't know how to explain Flash of Genius, but I give myself an extra 6 to make a 13. A 13 on the
Just
roll.
whaps himself up the side of the
You find like
smart.
a control manual nearby. You're like, oh, okay, whatever.
Oh, there you go.
So what was your number?
13.
13. We lost someone.
It was Jace.
Oh no.
Oh,
We'll just wait
no.
a second.
Did you lock the windows?
I did.
Yeah, but it looks like they're in the same spots. I usually can tell if they've moved around because like everyone will shuffle. So
Yeah.
to me, I'm like,
I've taken
like,
to
what happened?
like before anyone gets in, I lock the windows.
pre-lock the windows. Nice. Good idea.
Oh.
Good idea.
What did?
Jace said interconnection bad. Please hold.
Sure.
You got it, boss.
You got it.
Okay, so while we're here, I'll tell you something funny that happened because I already told Jace about it. But today, someone came in and they go, "Hey, I'm so-and-so's roommate. You recommended me some comics last time." And I was like, "Oh, cool. Did you like them?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm addicted to BL now because which is boys love comics, so gay male comics."
Oh,
And they're like, "That's all I've been reading." And I was like, what an incredible bisexual legacy for me to be touting through.
you were their
comic shop.
awakening.
I was just like, all right. It just cracked me the fuck up because I couldn't remember
That's
what I had
funny.
recommended them. It was so funny.
Oh,
I was like very proud of myself. I was telling him about the BL comic thing.
and what if it was one of those like,
Hi.
offhand, like, I don't know what to recommend. I'm just going to recommend
Yeah, I
something
don't know.
random. And now
I
you
really don't remember how it happened either. Like, I don't remember how I recommended them that or what. I can't remember that interaction whatsoever, but I was like, sick.
I think
changed your
that's
life.
better.
Oh, yeah, that
Oh,
sounds
let's see if
great.
Your
that-
audio sounds better too.
Yeah.
What?
Your audio even sounds better.
Well, I didn't change anything.
Cool.
That's called.
You're just enunciating your words.
Yeah, I remembered how to act.
I remember.
I forget often. Okay, we'll see.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see if this keeps.
All right. So Abel, you
All right, I gave the owner's manual a brief read through and give myself a +6 for
cool.
13.
So you are maneuvering like the two joysticks. Like one seems to be controlling joysticks. The sticks, and one seems to be controlling like the XY movement, and the other one is like the like circular movement of the claw over the area. And then you kind of hold them both down, and you swing it out a little fast, and it kind of clips the side of the pit. Let's see who would be standing next to the pit because they were looking over into the pit.
totally
if
me.
Yeah, so
if we had
Kokoa, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as this claw swings out of nowhere in your direction.
TK.
The Lutrinians are the prime suspects.
Sure,
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Personal
there.
safety, yeah. Anyway, what am I rolling?
Dexterity saving throw.
That's a nat 1.
Oh my god.
Plus 2, so that's a total of 3.
Okay.
Oh god.
So Kokoa, you're kind of like talking to Kaimana or like looking away, and suddenly like you whip around just in time to see this like claw hit your shoulder and kind of spin you around a little bit. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make, because it was a natural 1, I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
To not fall in the pit.
Yeah.
If he's talking to me, can I attempt to grab him?
Oh God, sure. Come on.
We're both going in.
Make an athletics
No.
check.
Oh, good. Yeah, I've got that.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah.
That's better. That's a 16.
16.
That's a 16 athletics check.
Oh, nice. So Kokoa, you like kind of get winged around and you step back a little bit and your foot goes over the edge, but you manage to catch yourself. And Kaimana is also trying to catch you at the same time, but you weigh like twice as much as Kaimana. And so he just goes over the edge with you, but then you manage to grab him with your other arm. So you're all just looking at the Kokoa dangling by one hand over the pit and then holding Kaimana with the other hand, like dangling over this mass of beads.
Can I try to redirect the crane so the claw can be like underneath?
Oh God, it's coming back towards us.
Kaimana.
Sure.
Again.
So they can sort of rest their feet
get
on.
them?
Yes.
Rescue these idiots.
Yes, go ahead and
Mar,
make
are
a
you
strength
pulling
check.
them out? Wait, I'll give Mar
an athletics check, Mar.
Mar, let me give you bardic inspiration too.
With advantage because Kokoa would be helping you try to lift up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you might
And I
not
do have a +8 athletics.
I got a nat 20. I get them up so fast. And
Okay.
so
Yeah.
easily.
So you pull them up. Good. You
Wow,
kinda-
Mar, you're so strong
with
now.
the strength of exasperated mom.
No.
All right. But Abel, your gold, you have it over in the area, like Little Source can jump up on it. Although now I need you to make a persuasion check because Little Source doesn't think you can control this device.
Can I make the persuasion check? Because I'm convincing him.
You can make it
I
at
trust Jury to
disadvantage,
do it.
Jury, because you're not the one
I
operating
feel
the
like at
machine.
disadvantage, I'd still have a better chance than Abel.
You probably will. I'm not a. I think I got like a +1 to persuasion or something.
I didn't roll
Crazy.
great. I got 15.
Little Source like looks at it and says, "Look, are these like? Is this like worth our time?"
Yeah, he's just warming up. You know, it's like part of the machining.
I read the
So,
manual, and you know how I am with reading. I got.
These are-
It's fine now. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just a learning curve.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need a favor from Drake, and I'm gonna need a favor from Abel.
All right, Abel.
Whatever you say, little buddy.
Okay. And he like crawls up onto the claw and like pulls himself up onto the wooden part of the claw and then like up onto the arm of the claw. And he's just gripping it with his tiny little claws, like all the way down.
All right, Abel, don't kill him, please.
Oh, no, wait, am I rolling now?
So you're now going to try to move the claw out to try to lower it down and grab something. So go ahead and make another dexterity check.
Do you need inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want inspiration, friend? I can give you inspiration.
Yeah, that
Okay.
would
good.
So when I give you inspiration, you roll with advantage too. So you can
Yes.
roll with advantage.
Ooh,
Is
okay,
there
so
any
let me
way
roll.
we can like assist Abel on this?
Yeah, so I mean, like Lil Saurus is kind of assisting a little bit, but it's also Lil
Yeah.
Saurus. So if you would like to be near the edge of the
Ooh.
pit, you can eyeball and give Abel more like assistance in guiding his direction.
Can I test really quick if I can fly in this room?
So you go to like kind of activate your boots, and they do not activate.
Cool, figured. Okay.
The pit's not like the pit's like 25 feet deep, so it's not like 50 feet deep or whatever. Yeah.
Wow. Can I just go in this pit?
If you want to.
Yeah, I'll try going in the pit.
Okay. So you all watch Mar just kind of like.
No, that wasn't a good one. Hold
Do
on.
you want to crawl? Do you want to like try to like rock climb down the side of the pit, or are you just jumping in?
Can I like slide down
Can you
the side?
repel? Let's tie something off on you and then like have you rappel down the pit.
Do you want to do that?
Huh?
Anyone got any
The
rope?
Kokoa just looks at
Yeah, right.
Kaimana.
I just jump.
Okay, you just jump.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
you all watch
25
as
feet is not
as
bad.
like Mar like kind of leaps out over the edge and falls. Mar, as you get to the bottom, you kind of hit and you are waist deep in these like orbs.
Mhm.
And they, now that you're looking at them a little closer, they are these translucent orbs. They're probably, most of them are about like the size of your torso. A few of them are a little bit larger or smaller. And you can see things inside the orbs, but like they're not like moving around or whatever, but you find yourself there. You do, it's really low. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall. And you then kind of find yourself there. The crane is, 25 feet up above you, with little Saurus gripping it, and Abel trying to control it. So you can shout up here.
So
Can I get a better look at what's inside these guys?
Yeah. So
Like if I pick one up.
okay, so you go to pick one up. Go ahead and make an investigation check as you grab it.
I'm suddenly thinking of Rover from The Prisoner.
That is a 15.
A 15.
I got that reference.
Yeah. So Marlo, you grab the orb in your hands, and the first thing you notice is that like it's very like cold to the touch, almost like you feel like this orb might be made out of ice or something like that.
Ew.
And you're kind of holding it and you're looking at it, trying to get a closer look. And it's very, it's a translucent surface, so it's really difficult for you to kind of see inside. Thankfully, the ice melts, and suddenly what is this? Okay, a bear leaps out of the ball and is like kind of crashes down next to you and immediately like whips around in your direction and is going to attack you.
I have beast speech, so
Okay.
let me talk to this bear.
Okay, go ahead and
Talk to him.
yeah, he's like, I'm so fucking hungry.
No.
I'm so
We can throw him
sorry.
meats.
Well, hang on. Let me get some stuff. I'm just gonna go through my pack and just get him some food.
Okay, go ahead and make an animal handling check with advantage.
I'm hungry and you're made out of meat.
Oh, now we're never going to get little Saurus to go down.
That is
No,
a
it's true.
14.
A 14. He takes the food from you and then doesn't bound. He like walks away through the orbs and like is just kind of eating the food. But you can kind of tell that he's like, if this isn't sufficient, he's looking back in your direction.
Oh.
I
But
can't remember when we talked to Sigmund. Did we give him honey or did he get us honey? What was his
We gave
deal?
him honey.
you gave him honey. Yeah.
Mhm.
Where did we get honey from?
Where
got
did
the
you?
jar.
We made it from
Oh,
the
that's
jug.
right.
The alchemy.
Oh, yeah,
Right. Okay. Well, I will let this bear be, but I'll keep an eye on him.
Okay. All right. So with
There's bears in these things.
What?
Oh, look. I just pointed at the bear.
You all-
Holy shit, is that a bear?
Here, Bruce, a bear.
Yeah.
It looks like
Jerry
a
was
bear
not
from-
paying attention.
I grabbed another one because I have no reason to believe that these are not all bears.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
While
Okay.
Marlo's doing that, can I?
So you pick up another one, Marlo, and like
Yeah.
as you're holding it, the ice melts and a bunch of like gems begin to fall out of it, onto the
Oh.
floor, like underneath the other orbs there. Fishing around, you pick up about 12 gems, various different types. All seem to be very beautiful and large, probably like 200 worth on each gem.
I jump into the pit.
Ah,
Okay, so Kaimana falls into the pit, and that's a
He
high roll.
swan dives.
Yeah, Kaimana swan dives and takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage because I rolled a 5 and a 4.
All right, everyone stop jumping into the pit. Is my official decree.
I pushed Jury into the pit.
No.
Okay, go ahead and make an
I'm weak.
athletics
Why
check,
would-
Kakoa. And Jury, make a acrobatics check.
Oh my gosh.
Fortunately, that's only a 10.
Well, let's see. I could definitely fail it. Oh, I rolled 23. You're not pushing me in this
You go to
damn pit.
and like
There was a bear in there.
there's a
I'm not
little
going in there.
dance training from Jury's bard days that like reactivates and they
Can
like
I-
curve
can
out
I,
of the
like,
way.
Can I like scoot and then bump him into it instead?
Sure, go ahead and make an acrobatics check, and then Kakoa make a dexterity saving throw.
He doesn't contest.
Okay, good. So,
Yep, I'm like, bye-bye.
okay, so then Kakoa falls into the pit as well, and takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I start picking up orbs.
Oh God. Okay, so one at a time, you pick up an orb. Kaimana. So the orb you pick up, the ice melts on the orb, and a large plant kind of hits the ground, and this massive head of this plant whips up and tries to bite you. Let's see. That's a natural 20. So you don't take any damage, but you all watch as Kaimana like defrosts one of the orbs and like watches this plant fall out, and then Audrey too comes out and just bites Kaimana, and Kaimana, you are swallowed by the plant.
I'm picturing those plants from Fallout 1.
So you all watch Kaimana just disappear into the plant.
I did want to show off what Rob got me, which is one of the Otter News mugs, but it says Kaimana could not believe it. The fuck up fairy had come to visit once again.
I got it personalized.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So Kaimana is in the whatever of this man-eating plant.
If can I do like a nature check to know if he's like dying and like if he's like in pain in there, or like if this is a time limit, or if he's like just chilling in there?
Kaimana, you take 13 points of acid damage as you're beginning to be dissolved.
Are we?
You can make a nature check, Marlo.
Are we level? We've achieved level 14, right?
You have not, because you've not had a long rest yet.
All right.
I go over and start strangling the plant.
Okay. You might hear. Oh, go ahead, Marlo. What was your nature check?
It was high enough that I would.
Yeah, and in addition, you probably hear like the sounds of Kaimana being like accosted by toxic sludge on the inside. Cocoa, you can make an attack on the. Why are you
strangling it? Plants don't breathe like that.
Plants don't eat things like that either.
Which is a fair point.
Abel, I'm out of the pit.
Mar, who lived in a forest where plants totally eat things like that.
That's a 26.
26. You have a firm grasp on the like stalk of this plant. But
plants don't normally have an esophagus, but you found one.
Yeah, you were holding on to it. Yeah,
beating it against the ground.
Okay.
While he's holding it, can I just try to behead this thing?
Sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll. Kaimana, you take another 7 points of acid damage.
Get him out! Get him out!
This is.
Oh wow! I hit a nat 1, so I definitely chopped the cocoa off.
Okay. So
what are they doing in this pit?
Go ahead and roll damage, Marlo, against for the attack.
No.
Unknown to us,
maybe you
the
should
pit
get down
makes
there
you.
and help them.
No.
Unknown to us, the pit actually makes you a dumbass.
Abel, the only help I can offer is magical. What am I gonna do?
Lil Saurus is up at the top, and he's just like, Abel, what the fuck are these people doing?
Does a 22 hit you?
Yes, my AC is 20.
25 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
So then roll your standard damage. Yep.
So then that's that is 14 points of
14
damage.
points of
unless
piercing
I
damage,
get sneak attack.
No.
Kaimana is not flanking.
I would say I'm in flanking with the plant.
I just see that I'm trying to beat it against the ground, you're trying to chop it, and we just
we just absolutely hit the same thing.
Yeah.
Whoop,
Marlo does like the anime like slide past cut and is like, yes, and then turns around and the Cocoa's like got a slash across his arm.
A for effort, E for aim.
Right, hold still this time.
I pin it down.
Okay.
So that Mark can get a good chop at
Make
it.
a strength check, Cocoa, and Kaimana, you take another 6 points of acid damage.
18.
You have advantage because it's grapple, like it's being held down, Marlo.
Okay.
You're at what?
To escape?
18.
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check, Kaimana.
You're going in jail forever.
Okay, good. So it is grappled and held by the Cocoa.
That's a 26.
That hits.
That's a 19 strength check, Josh.
Okay, let me. Oh, It was 17 with a +2 to strength. So he like clasps tighter the way that, Venus flytraps are cut and try to like keep the thing in. So you can see for a moment like Kaimana's little paws like stick out of the plant, and then the plant just like forces Kaimana back in.
Oh, no.
Okay, what was your damage roll, Marlo?
I got 13 points of damage.
Okay, with that, Kaimana, you suddenly feel the muscular structure or the fiber structure of the plant relax, and you tumble out, and you all see Kaimana like coated in digestive fluids tumble out into this pit.
Does he have any fur left?
Sure. It's a little singed, but it's patchy. But he pops out.
I thought the bear was going to be the worst it could get.
Oh.
Is there how high up is that pit?
So it's about 25 feet.
Okay.
But
And it's like a straight up thing.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not like a beautifully carved pit. There's like jut outs and things, so you could climb it. But it's mostly straight up and down.
We can scoop you up in a crane also.
I mean,
that was in that.
That was probably the worst one in the pit, right? Kaimana says as
No.
he reaches for another orb.
Okay.
Okay, this is I pick him up and I go, Jury, drop down a rope.
All right.
I yell up at Abel, which one is the one you want? And I start wading through the middle of it. I'm not picking any of them up, but I'm just...
Thought it was the bear one, or is that a different one?
Can I? Because I rolled a 21 on my claw.
No, I just grabbed a random
Okay,
one.
so
a 19 plus 2.
You successfully have lowered the claw to and it's like right over the area where that orb is, and Lil Saurus is kind of directing you. In order to pick up the ball, this is a contested roll with the ball pit versus your dexterity.
You can beat
because
the ball pit, Abel.
as you go to grab something in a ball pit, as we all have experienced, oftentimes you go to grab one thing and it actually ends up grabbing something else.
Well, that's why I'm trying to get over there so I could
Yeah, I was gonna say
help
if
shove
the
it up
Krakoa
into
is
it.
there.
So I'll make the ball pits roll at disadvantage, but also Krakoa, okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can do that. Abel, what you're trying to beat is it's only an 11 with disadvantage on your dexterity check.
I have disadvantage.
No. Because of Krakoa's aid, I gave the ball pits
The ball pit
like
has
the random nature of the ball pit. I gave it disadvantage.
Okay, correct. 15 plus I think 2.
Okay. So Krakoa, you kind of like lift up the ball a little bit so that it's the one that's sitting on the top, and as the crane descends, it wraps around that ball, so it is in grips. And Abel, you hear from down below Lil Saurus going, I think you got it, man.
All right, hold on tight, we are heading back up.
Okay, so
anyone who wants to ride back to the top can hold on to the claw.
the Krakoa grabs on.
I
Okay.
got Jury to drop a
Wait.
rope.
I gotta see if there's a place for me to tie this rope off, because I don't think I can hold you both.
The console is the only object that seems to be anchored into the ground.
Yeah,
Console.
I don't think I can hold this rope.
I will grab Kaimana and position him. Like, I'm tall enough that I think if I threw him over my shoulder, he would have a difficult time getting a ball. And then I will head to the claw.
Okay,
climb up.
so Krakoa and Marlo are holding onto the claw. Both of you just make strength checks as the claw is lifted up out of the pit.
Can I attempt to grab one more?
Yep. You
Can I
grab.
make a strength check to contest this?
Okay, so Marlo is making a check to grab. So your strength check to hold on to Kaimana will be a disadvantage because you only have one arm, unless you want to let go of the crane.
No. Okay, so I got a 19 to grab the.
Okay, so you have a firm grip on the crane. So now against Kaimana is a disadvantage athletics check versus Kaimana's acrobatics to escape from you.
Okay.
Ooh, acrobatics.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can use athletics or acrobatics to escape a grapple.
Oh, come on.
So.
I rolled a 6.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I got a 15.
Okay, so Kaimana, you like try to squirrel out of the way, and like Marlo just has you in Marlo's newly muscular grip. As the crane lifts up, and Kakoa and Marlo are lifted up, and able make a dexterity check to safely deposit everything out of the pit.
Another one. Oh, okay.
I picture us coming up over the edge of the pit, and it looks like something out of Superman.
It looks like something out of Super Mario.
That doesn't have the same effect.
This is very party minigame coded.
I rolled a 17.
It is, yeah. A 17. Okay, good. So you safely deposit everybody, and you release the claw. The orb falls out and kind of like rolls backwards towards the podium where you're standing. And so Abel, there is the orb glowing there in front of you.
Okay. I'll bend over, pick it up, and just watch it melt.
It melts in your hands. And since
it is not a Wolverine.
Not in your mouth.
I have
a rabbit raccoon.
I have to go to my D&D Beyond. So because
and are we just leaving the bear down there?
The bear is down there. You do start to hear weird sounds coming from the pit as the bear is now exploring the pit and is occasionally grabbing orbs. And so there's a little bit like Kaimana, you would definitely hear it because you hear the distinct sound of like valuable items tumbling out onto the ground as the bear is like melting some of these orbs.
You don't need it. You don't need it.
I think this will be like a classic wisdom saving throw for Kaimana.
Yeah, okay.
Go for it.
We should heal Kaimana up. I'll hand him the...
He's not allowed to
28.
heal until he's done.
Okay, so Kaimana, you have come a long way from your days of chasing after shiny things, and you do not dive into the pit. Although you are seeing like there's now, thanks to the let me see, how many do okay, so he has managed to kind of melt 7 of the orbs, and you see there's like a smattering of other creatures that have been released. There seems to be like some kind of like a dog that's on fire. There is there's like
boy dog.
There's a giant snake has now curled around several of the orbs and is like holding them like a clutch of eggs. But you also see like there's some like a nice piece of armor has fallen out. There's several coins. There's more gems and some like really fancy looking like silver objects and things that are beginning to fill up the bottom of the pit as more and more of these living creatures are touching the orbs and releasing what's inside of it. Kaimana, make a intelligence check for me as Abel. What falls out into your hand is a small red bead, about fist size. And you're kind of looking at it, and it's kind of similar to one of the orbs that was down at the bottom. It's slightly translucent, and you can see something inside of the orb, but you can't tell what it is.
That's an 11, Josh.
An 11. Kaimana is not able to come to the conclusion that anybody else looking at this would come to, which is that
wow. Any other person with a brain.
Which is that the pit is slowly filling up, and like the objects inside are rising up towards the top, and you eventually feel like all of the creatures that are on the interior might eventually pop out of the interior of the pit.
Hey, he wanted chaos. We gave him chaos. We should all get a lot of points for this one.
Yeah. Abel, looking at it, I don't know if you want to do anything with that as you're looking at it. What are you reading, Ronnie?
Sorry.
You're reading the item description.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna start leaving this place.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check to find an exit.
Oh, that's right. We don't know where the exit is.
Probably not.
Did I investigate
that's
as well?
a 7. Unless anyone wants to help me.
I'll help you.
You can help Abel. Yeah. You kind of pocket the object, and you can help Marlo. So Marlo, you have advantage.
Okay, that's better. That's
the
a
Cocoa
dirty
is
20.
looking down in the pit to see if the exit's at the bottom.
Make an investigation check, Cocoa.
I got a dirty 20 for the exit.
A dirty 20. So the exit is not at the bottom because Marlo does discover it. However,
Natural 20.
Cocoa, what you do notice is that off to the back end of the pit, like kind of pinned to the wall, is a very small string and a key. Marlo, you notice that there is a doorway in here that leaves, but there's a large keyhole in the center of it.
Okay.
Throw me!
What?
One moment. Let's
Throw me! It's over there!
No, you're stronger than me! The other way!
Okay!
Oh.
I grab Marlo and I toss her. I grab Marlo and go, wait a minute!
This such an impulsive.
And I look over at Kaimana.
No!
Okay! The other one? The twink?
Wow.
You're referring to me. I don't know you like that. I'm just kidding.
Twinkeration.
TK, that's a stare. That's TK.
My canon is that TK canonically just never
knows Dre's name and just calls him
Just the twink.
I gave you an affectionate nickname. That's fine. It's just true.
So you're just gonna toss Marlo?
I mean, to be fair, Lil Source owes us 2 favors. But if you want to toss Marlo,
No.
Okay. So Cocoa, make a strength check.
What I perceive is the two of us backing up and running, and as we get to the edge, I do the like a dad trying to get their kid on the bike.
Like in cheerleading, where they do the
picturing like a hammer toss where you're like swinging around and then you let go.
Oh, that's much better. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh Lord. Okay, make that strength check. Cocoa.
I hope Kefkan.
It'd be an athletics check, but yeah.
In the meantime, the pit is turning into like Hieronymus.
It's like
wash
popcorn.
painting.
It's like popcorn, but imagine if when the kernels pop, at this point, like a deadly hornet pops out, like that kind of thing. So
I'm picturing it slowly turning into like a Katamari, or like it's just a giant ball of things.
yes.
Would you say it was a strength check or
you can use
check?
athletics?
In that case, it's a 24.
Okay, 24. So Marlo, based on the height and the trajectory, we'll say that the Cocoa manages to throw you out and you land about 35 or 40 feet from the edge. You do take another 5 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
It's fine.
And you are now like contending with there are creatures and things around you. You can feel like you're walking on something and it moves underneath you and you don't know what you're walking on. Like but then like one of the orbs next to you, like that flaming dog gets next to it and that orb just melts and
does that dog seem like it's in pain or is it just chilling?
You, as somebody who understands fiendish natures, that this is probably like a hellhound or something like that. Okay. So yeah,
I just want to make sure that it's not just like a real dog on fire.
He's just like, this is fine. This
is fine, dog.
Fine, meme.
Yeah, but you are wading through to get to the edge where the key is. Let me see if anything is going to.
How far away from the key am I?
You're about 10, 15 feet.
Okay, can I use Thorn Whip to grab it?
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll. Nothing has caught, like everything else is distracted by everything else in the pit right now. They're not paying attention to you yet.
That's 20.
Okay, so you throw out a Thorn Whip and you whip the key back to you, and it is about like it's like one of those ceremonial key to the city size keys. But you grab it, and so now you have the key, so yes, so one of the whatever you were standing on a moment before they had like gone out to the side, you suddenly see attracted by the glinting of this key, you see a full shark rise up out of the ball pit, and it's going to make a bite attack towards you. That is a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you take 9 points of piercing damage, and
shock.
make a strength saving throw.
This really happened to me, by the way.
Oh no.
No, I got Brightsville Beach shut down because I attracted a shark. Anyway, that's a story for a different day. That is a that's a 5.
So you're all watching as like this shark leaps out and like latches onto Mar's shoulder. It's like a tiger shark. It's not like a great white shark. And latches onto Mar's shoulder and is not letting go.
it's just a stabbing, not a gunshot.
Just a stabbing. It's not a gunshot. Is not letting go of Mar.
Can I make a strength check or like an athletics check to like bop its nose and push it off?
Yeah, you can punch it like right in the nose. Go ahead and make a strength check. Make an attack roll, but using your strength. Yeah.
Is the rope from Jury still tied on to the thing?
I didn't tie a rope because I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no way to tie a rope.
You can put a rope.
Can I also is that bear readily like in my line of sight?
The bear is currently stalking what appears to be a rabbit that has antlers.
Oh, a jackalope.
hey, you, come here. I'll get you more food if you help get the shark off of me.
I use my sling to fling at the shark.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll, Koa.
No, I really want to see if this bear
go ahead and make an animal handling check again with advantage, Marlo.
All right.
That is
That was an 18.
27.
Okay, yeah, you hit. Go ahead and roll damage with your clams, Kokoa. As the bear kind of spits out the remainder of like wrappings or whatever around the pocket bacon that you had given him, and he just ate the wrappings and the bacon. And he starts like making his way through, and you just see him like swat the flaming dog out of the way, which like yelps and goes off. The snake is like in the corner, like its little tail like as the bear goes by, and the bear just kind of like is lumbering through and gets over to you, and then he'll make an attack roll.
Did 7 damage to the shark to hopefully distract it.
Okay. And also the bear's gonna hit as well. So he also did 7 damage. And so as the bear kind of comes up and claws at the shark, and then this clam beans the shark from like in the gill area, the shark like lets go and falls back into the pit. The logic of this doesn't make any sense.
And by the way, Josh,
tail. No, I have a vision. Can I grab the shark by the tail? Yeah. And wield it like batting things out of the way to get out.
Oh my god! Yes.
Yeah, make a strength check with advantage because it's really fun.
Oh, Kefkan is gonna buy us a fucking house.
No, James is so fucking sleep deprived that it is coming out this way. All right.
Oh, and Josh, my 2-bird sling ricochets because I hit.
Oh yeah,
and hit something else within 10 feet of.
Okay, let's see if it's going to be the snake or the dog,
or something else that's unopened yet. Let's add to the mayhem.
Okay, with a natural 20, I'll let you choose what the target is.
Ooh.
If you wanted to hit another orb and crack the orb, or if you want to hit...
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, cool. So then, okay, Marlo, you watch as like it hits the shark and then ricochets off and hits an orb. The orb cracks and you see this creature like leap out, and it is like the cutest little creature that you've ever seen in your entire life. It has like this round furry face that's like white and patched with brown. It has like these long floppy ears with like hairy tufted ears, big giant blue eyes that kind of looking at you, and it just goes, "Oh no, where am I?"
Is it speaking in beast speech, or is it just making noises?
It is speaking in a very like cutified common, like if like kawaii was a language. So,
It's using uwu speech.
and it starts shaking like where it is.
Can I use like a check to figure out what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
thing?
go ahead and make a nature check.
Okay.
Before you hit it with a shark.
you grab the shark and you're like, what is this thing?
I feel bad if it's like a little baby creature, but you know, I'll aim away from it.
It's like a
triple. That is
It's
a
awesome.
15.
A 15?
Is it a meep?
So it's weird because
Unless
like
it's fiendish bear and death.
Marlo has done so much study of creatures and things forever. It's very rare to come across a creature that Marlo is unfamiliar with. You have never read about a description of a creature like this before. It is outside of your
Well, now I'm
understanding.
extremely distracted because Mar hates not knowing things, so I'm gonna like flip the shark back over my shoulder, like putting it to rest for a second.
Every time the shark goes to like move, the bear just like smacks it. It's like stay still.
Okay. Well, I'll let them have their fun together. And I'll be like, hang on, what the fuck are you?
I'm so scared.
What?
I'm scared.
You're scared?
Hey, the snake is looking at me real strange. And you look over and the snake is like...
the Hanna-Barbera character.
Yeah.
No.
Where are you from? Were you just always in the ice?
I'm... All of the thing, I don't know. I'm like an imaginary creature, but I'm real now.
Oh, well, congratulations. All right. If you want to hitch a ride for a little bit so the snake doesn't get you, you're free.
Okay, he like crawls up onto you. Abel, what are you doing during all of this craziness as you have the control of the crane right now?
Because we seem to be losing members of the ticket takers to this pit, I'm going to try to lower the crane, claw back down into the pit to give them something to ride back up.
Okay, go ahead and make a dexterity check. As Marlo, like you're looking up as this crane is beginning to maneuver over into your direction.
How long does Bardic Inspiration last?
You didn't use it, right?
You didn't use it last time, so you
I
can
didn't.
use it.
Yeah, you can. So you can use it, and it gives you advantage on your roll.
Mhm.
Oh, advantage. Okay.
Yeah, you can have advantage. I guess
that
you
was
choose that
12
after your
and-
roll.
So if you roll really low, you can then make the choice like, I'm going to use the Bardic so that I can get advantage if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay, so is a
Yeah.
12 considered low?
That's
Was
up to you.
14 is the total.
I can go either
Considering
way.
how things are going, we could probably use a few extra points in that.
Okay.
Yeah, you might as well use the Bardic.
We'll see what advantage does. Okay, an 18 plus 2. So
And then
20.
roll the D10 for the
Oh, a
Bardic.
D10? I don't have a D10 out. Crap.
Roll a d20 and divide by 2.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Can't do
Well,
that.
now I got a D10 out. So
He's prepared.
plus 5.
Okay. So Marlo, you are beginning, especially with the addition of this small creature to your retinue of a shark, a bear, and now this fluffy morsel, you
adopting
are
more.
attracting the attention of the creatures, and you do start to see like the flaming dog is beginning to make its way over your way. The snake is beginning to unslither from its clutch.
Great. And you know what weapon they are getting smacked in the face with?
A shark.
The shark.
As the crane drops down right next to you, you can grab a hold of the crane, and Abel can lift you out of the chamber.
Yeah, I just want to use the shark to bat things out of the way, get over to the claw, and once I feel like I'm secure, toss the shark.
You know it's an actual shark, not like a pool toy, right? Like,
Well, no, I mean, it's just chilling in air right now. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Well aware, and that's perfectly fine.
So
you're just mad that you didn't wield a shark. You're just mad.
That's fair.
You release the shark and it like just full latches onto the face of the dog, and now it's like, and like, but then releases it because it was on fire. The dog runs away. You are lifted out and are deposited up at the top with the crane. Just as the level of things being released is beginning to broach the breaking point, and all of these objects are going to start pouring out of the interior of the crane. You are of the pit. You have the key, and the door is there.
Yeah, I'll run to the door and use the key and get it open.
Okay, cool. So do you all follow Marlo to open the door?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you open the door and you tumble through and you find yourself back in the main chamber. The scroll with the mine, the door kind of wraps up like the scroll, and the scroll falls out and lands and rolls over to Abel. But Abel, when you pick it up, it turns to dust because you already have your reward in your pocket.
Oh. Okay, everyone is safe and secure, right?
Oh, did the bear and the thing come with me?
Did you want the bear to come with you?
I did. I really did.
Sure. The bear came with you, and so did the little creature that's sitting on your shoulder.
Cool.
We're getting
I wanted to get them free. They're real now, and I feel bad. I feel bad that I made these things real, and now they live in a nightmare palace.
All right, I'm going to check out the item in my pocket.
Okay, you're going to take a few minutes. As Abel takes a few minutes to identify the object, you will find it in your inventory. It is called a bead of magnificent mansion.
Stop!
Again?
Nice.
Oh my god! It's a bead of magnificent mansion. Oh, that's so good. Oh, Abel, we're gonna have fun with this.
Once per day, which is, I mean, the only time you need magnificent mansion anyway.
You make a fucking mansion, bro.
Well,
make a weekend of it.
I knew that
it lasts for a while, I think.
Oh, damn. There goes that idea.
I wasn't sure if Jury would ever get it once Jury started multiclassing.
Because I started multiclassing. Yeah, I don't think I was going
to. And since Abel picked from and got the mine card, it was like, well, that makes sense.
Yay! I was so excited.
Just so you know, Saurus's plan, because he wants to get something for everyone, was to get with Abel's parents and create something like that, only it was a workshop.
He can make the magnificent mansion have a workshop. Yeah.
So that was going to be his gift to Abel. Awesome. Now I've got to go back and think of something else.
Yeah, magnificent mansion. He can make it look like whatever he wants to. So that'll be there. But you guys have a safe spot to rest in at night if you need to.
All right, I'm gonna get to. I'm just gonna be in the corner bonding with my bear and my thing.
Abel will very excitedly let the entire group know what this bead contains and what it's capable of. So be thinking what you want your specific areas to look like. I can fabricate them any way you wish.
I've got ideas.
The whole time, Marlo, the bear's just like tapping you and is just like, is now the time for more food?
No, I know. I start feeding it.
He's very happily taking it. And like the little thing is sitting on your shoulder being like, I'm really still scared because that's a bear.
Oh, it's fine. It's not eating you.
Oh, but he might. Look.
No,
so we are keeping it there.
I put Thistle on top of it to see if they'll bond, and then we'll get distracted.
He's got really sharp claws.
Okay.
What the hell is this?
I feel bad.
I know. What is happening? What?
I don't like this thing, but I enjoy making you do the voice too much to let
I think Mara adopted some
This is
stuff.
a very weird moment because the only person that could make a roll to figure out what this is Jury.
Oh, can I make a roll? I'm looking at it.
Because you've studied storytelling culture as part of your career as a bard.
Oh my god. Check. I rolled a 24.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm not even going to bother renaming what this creature is so that all of you know what it is. This is a mogwai.
Oh no.
Don't feed it after midnight.
Don't get it wet.
And Jury, you know enough from the stories that there's stories about mogwai and that like there are these like really cute creatures that lure people in with their cuteness, and they're not necessarily evil, but people tend to get them wet or feed them after a certain time of day, and then
we have to get into the what does after midnight
they
mean?
summon
when can you feed
evil
them?
gremlins.
It's very unclear.
Yeah.
I go over because
Is
there's
this thing evil?
Oh, Mar. Okay, it's not evil, but there's very specific rules. Can I just take it? I'll just Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, I mean this is fine. I'm further from the bear now, so that's okay.
Yeah, you're gonna be far from certain things, so you can't have any water. I like tell it its own rules, and I'm like, I don't know what after midnight means, and I don't know when you can eat technically because they're very vague about it.
Only when the sun is high in the sky. That's the only time we'll feed you.
So, yeah, you can't eat late at night, so don't even think about it.
Do you know what time it is now? Because I'm a little peckish.
You can't risk it.
I don't know what time it is.
Do I hear this?
Yeah.
Well, we're also in a weird space where it could be.
Yeah.
Who knows what time
it is? Yeah, how about this? As soon as we get out, I'll give you a big meal. So instead of snacking, you ruin your appetite. You have to eat at the very end. Lots of food.
Okay.
Okay, good. All right.
My parents will tell me the exact same thing.
Oh God, let's put him in the lamp.
I take the Well, I mean, do you want to hang out with a turtle inside a lamp? It's very safe.
Turtles are very snappy sometimes.
Okay, I use the paints to make a little holder for this thing.
Okay.
And I strap it to me.
A little papoose.
A little papoose.
Yeah. No. Repurpose Kaimana papoose.
He's like in a little pouch. He's just, like, you can just feel him like trembling in the pouch next to you.
What's up,
like a constantly trembling chihuahua, basically.
I don't know.
Which is a chihuahua.
Yeah.
Let's name him Courage.
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 The Cowardly Mog?
Courage, the Cowardly Mog.
Really good.
Incredible. Thank you for the assist there.
Fantastic.
Marlo, what is the bear's name?
We also
Do you have a name?
I was going to say how presumptuous of humans to try to name something that already has a name.
Oh, I was going to ask you.
Oh, I don't have a name.
Okay, well.
I bet the bear said something really cute.
All right, well, you
guys are just
you think on what you want your name to be, and we'll circle back to this.
What's this?
Okay?
And he like puts his paw on whatever food you were giving him.
That's what am I giving him? Bacon?
Probably.
Is that what I've been giving him?
Yeah, bacon.
Pocket bacon? That's pocket bacon. You want to be named Pocket Bacon?
Yeah.
All right,
PD.
PD.
All right.
The bear named
We
Bacon.
have gone off the rails.
No. John, Rob, we are making all the amazing NPCs for the next campaign.
We have Dave the turtle.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say,
abandon it.
Here's the thing: I'm gonna go into the Feywild and we're gonna pour water on this fucking thing, and it's gonna straighten everyone out.
Oh no! All right. With that in mind, let's see. Marlo, you get 5 chaos points.
Yep.
Thank you.
Kakoa,
I think Marlo deserves more than that for beating things with
5
thrown by the Kakoa.
5 is the max for any room. So that is the max. So Kakoa Kaimana 3.
All right, I'm at 30.
Jury and Abel, you both get 2.
Cool.
Ooh.
Oh, excuse me, 26.
26.
I'm at 26.
Cool. All right.
I wrote this
Is it
down
2?
somewhere.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, 2.
And
We spent most of our time operating heavy machinery.
you
To
did,
be fair.
and like being very like bothered by the events of what was happening. All right. Well, with that in mind, you have one final doorway remaining. You have the golden door that has the giant on it. That was Marlo's draw from the deck of many things. There before you.
Hey, 5-0 fum. What beanstalk you come from?
All right, let's go on.
All right, so you guys make your way over to the door.
Also, hold.
Yeah.
What beanstalk you come from? In the pleasure?
Oh no. Kaimana, do you need healing before we go on the next one?
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
I'm
One
okay
going
for
on.
now.
Okay, fine.
All right, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Is the bear going with us?
I can't just leave him here. What if he gets scared?
I mean, we're gonna come back to here.
Maybe.
Ask him.
PB, do you want to? I mean, he's gonna follow me. I have the pocket bacon. I think he's pretty biased in the situation.
Does he like clams?
What are clams?
I
Doesn't
hand him
know what
one.
they are.
He's
You
like,
gotta crack him
No,
open.
he's gonna try to eat
he
the
first
whole
tries to
thing.
eat the whole thing, and then he like is like trying to jump on it and like with his body weight to crack it.
It
No,
splits
I'll
open,
help
and I
him.
grab one and I toss one to Kaimana, and both of us.
Popping open a cold one with the
Can I
blade.
help this poor little thing open a clam?
Yeah, he gets it open, like with Marlo's help, gets it open, and then just like that was a lot of work for very little of food.
But it tastes good.
They're overrated.
Yeah.
Don't tell them I said that, but they're fine. They're not that good.
No. I'll just eat the bacon.
He does not care for them, and I just hand the clam back to Goa.
Bears love fish, and so this is a shellfish. So it should be halfway there. Just try it. Just try one.
He did try, and it was too much work for too little beef, said
He didn't
said
like
PB.
Yeah,
Fine, I guess that's
bear's
more clams for you and me, Kaimana.
a bear's like, this isn't
Eating
fish.
clams in the pleasure palace.
Gosh.
All right, so you make your way to the giant door. PB following on and following along, and you you open up the door and you get pulled through and then deposited, and then you all find yourself in a dark chamber, towering masses of things around you, kind of hard to see in complete and total darkness. So that's the chamber that you're in. You do hear like a distant sound, but basically you're in a space where you can see that there are towering masses of things around you, but it's like when you can see things through twilight, where this has a darker shape than the general atmosphere, and so you can see it, but it's not like without any description of what it looks like. Now, those of you with dark vision, the closest things to you around what you notice are large flagstone type flooring, probably 12 foot by 12 foot flagstones. And the closest tower of objects to you is probably 5 or 6 feet away. And it appears to just be a tumbling mass of books and objects and things that are just towered up 5 or 6 feet into the air, not like 10 or 15 feet into the air. And there's just appears to be like a maze of those types of structures around you in this chamber.
Any particular smells?
Go ahead and make in perception check.
This week on TLC, Hoarders.
10.
It doesn't smell good in here, but it's hard to kind of tell. Like there's kind of a general smell of like maybe like rotting fruit or something like that. Also maybe like fungus.
Fungus.
The first thing that Abel wants to do is check in with Anansi and check his magical gadgets to make sure that they're working. Is there an anti-magic field in here as well?
So the Anansi's like back awake, and he's fine. But what you do notice is that while your jetpack seems to be operable, gravity in this chamber feels dramatically like when you guys take steps, it's like sluggish. You feel like flying might be possible, but limited in this space. But all of your magical objects are back.
All right. I feel naked without my gadgets. Okay. All right.
You feel naked without your gadgets?
I do.
In the pleasure palace.
All right. But anybody else who would want to make a perception check or investigation, you may, as you're in this chamber.
I will investigate the area.
Mhm.
Sure.
Perception check, you said?
Yep. So in perception would be just general like atmosphere. Investigation would be looking for paths or specific things. Yeah.
17.
Kaimana, it's the sound that was like slightly off in the distance is what you pick up on. And it sounds like snoring.
No.
And it's coming from like it's really difficult to tell how big this chamber is because even if you have dark vision, your vision only goes out 60 feet. And there's a wall behind you and it kind of stretches in 60 feet on either direction, but then the room itself disappears into the darkness beyond you. And that snoring sound is coming from outside of your vision. Who did investigation?
I did, and I got a 6.
6? Okay.
So I had an investigation.
Anybody else do investigation?
I got a 14, but
anybody else? Okay.
I'll do one.
Sure.
Terrible.
Abel, with a 14, you are kind of walking around enough with your dark vision goggles on. And when you're walking in certain directions, you're realizing that there's just like piles of stuff all surrounding you. And you guys have about a 15-foot space here that's open. And then the piles kind of lead over into what appears to be like a maze-like structure. And then as you're looking, where the piles are, things have fallen and there's objects like sitting in the middle of the floor. But like, I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything of value here. It's like old dusty books, like dirty clothes, rotting food, like that kind of stuff. Pots and pans, pails. It does look like a hoarder's thing, but like arranged as a maze. So
does Kaimana tell us about the snoring thing?
Okay, so
I'm gonna suggest to everyone that we should stealth our way through this area.
Pass without a trace.
Pass without a trace.
Kaimana, you hear a little voice in your ear. What a way to stake all the fun away from it.
Oh.
I keep that to myself.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So everyone can make a stealth check with, not with advantage, but then adding plus 10 for pass without a trace.
30.
Oh my God.
30. Okay.
15.
Okay.
Are these things like towers that look like they could topple over, or are they just mounds?
Yeah, so they are like stacks of books, stacks of like buckets that are all. If it's like it's like an incredibly teetering mass of objects on all sides, and it does look like in certain places objects have fallen off and are in the middle of the floor. But as dark as this chamber is, even with dark vision, like you have limited sight, it's hard to see like the full extent.
So we're basically on the set of a Cirque du Soleil show.
Sure.
Yeah. I rolled a 34.
A 34. Okay.
Wow.
Anybody other than Abel lower than 15?
No, but I did get a 43, and I want everyone to know that.
I know. I was like, maybe I could get close to Mar.
Okay.
No.
All right. So you all start like
Where
making your way.
Where the hell did she go again?
Mars vanishes into the shadows. You all start making your way out of this.
What about the bear?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh no, the bear.
You had to bring the bear.
That's 10.
The bear rolled a 22.
Oh my God, the bear is incredible.
Yeah, I mean the plus 10 with the plus 10, but a 22.
I was making a lot of noise checking all my different magical gadgets.
All right, pocket bacon.
Okay,
dude. This bear
pocket bacon.
I was about to say city with me.
Yeah, pocket bacon in the party. Abel has to go back to camp and short rest.
All right, so you make your way out of this like staging ground area and into the maze proper, and there's just towers of things all around you, and you're being very careful not to step on anything or kick anything or move anything or hit any piles or whatever, and you are coming around and through the corner, and you go around another corner. There's a tighter little space where you kind of are squeezing through very carefully. And then you make it out onto the other side of this like tight squeeze, and all of you are doing perfectly fine. Abel, when you make it out of the tight squeeze, you turn around to be like, see, this isn't so hard. And you kick something with your foot, and it like ping, 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 pings across the floor and like hits the side of something, and like a silver saucepan falls off one of the towers and hits the ground and like crashes into the ground. And just for a moment, nothing changes in the chamber except Kaimana. You do notice for just a moment silence.
I take my sling with one of my clams and just fling it over the top to hit something on the other side.
Okay, so you all see like this clam shell fly across over. You hear it hit something off in the distance, and you hear like a crumbling of and a crash, and you hear from the center of the chamber, "Who the fuck is out there?"
Quietly keep shuffling.
The fucking rats again. And then you hear like the sounds of a bed squeaking as whatever that was is laying back down in the bed. And a moment later, you hear the snoring happening again. That is one failure. You do not want 3 failures.
Okay.
Because we're playing Don't Wake Daddy. Except it's Don't Wake Giant.
I don't know. They sounded so nice. What are we sneaking around for?
All right. So go ahead and make another set of stealth checks for the second. Just to let you all know that there will be there's 6 legs of this trip. Kaimana, are you doing Pass Without Trace?
Yes.
Okay. Really? Twice in a row. There's no fun
10.
in that, Kaimana.
16.
16 with the Pass Without Trace?
With the 10. And the plus 2.
24 this time.
24.
21.
37, 21, Kaimana.
21.
Okay. So as you you make your way through, you're kind of carefully making your way through another part of the maze structure. There's a whole area where like several things of books have fallen over into each other and have created a tunnel. And you're going through the tunnel and having to crawl a little bit and just like touching like that might be a banana peel, but everything in here is built for a giant.
The pleasure palace.
Like this is, this is like when Alice gets shrunk down to the very small size, like that kind of environment. And you're making your way very carefully through. At the very like last section of this, Marlo, you notice Kakoa is trying to like get like gum off of his shoe or something and is about to tumble into one of the stacks, and you just very carefully like pull him out of danger's way there, as barely passing that. With that in mind, as you get closer to the bed, which you can now see this hulking mass of a structure in the center of this chamber, massive posts rising up the bed structure there, and you can see the shadowy figure of the largest giant you've ever seen, because you are no longer like, you are a mouse compared to a giant versus a human compared to a giant in this space. Go ahead and make your second or your third set of stealth checks. Kaimana, are you using Pass Without Trace?
Yes.
Okay. You can all add plus 10. Why do we play games like this?
30-20.
Why are we still here?
Why are we here just to suffer?
16.
16. Okay.
28.
32.
Ooh.
Abel.
I said 22.
Oh, I didn't hear you say it. Okay. All right, cool. So as you all are making your way through, you're now approaching the center of the chamber, and this is leading you under the bed. And so like you can hear like the deep snoring, like sonorous sounds coming from up above as this giant is snoring. And you are now like kind of getting to the point where you're walking under the bed, and there's just like the springs are giving as he breathes, and you can see cobwebs under here, like of massive spiders and things. What gets Kaimana is one of these like cobwebs. He's looking up and doesn't see that it's stretched out between two of the stacks of books in front of you, and you all just watch as Kaimana like hits it and is then just stuck there.
Oh, buddy.
Can we pull him free?
You want to pull Kaimana free from the webs?
Try to cut them out. See how good they are being cut.
Are you cutting,
Use
pulling?
fire to burn. They're great at burning webs.
He's in the
Using
fucking
fire?
webs.
You are
He's in
under
webs.
you guys are under the bed right now.
Yeah, I'm not using fire on Kaimana, who's in the fucking web.
Yeah,
can we cut him out of the web so he doesn't? So
Yeah, that's
the
what I
rest
was
of the
trying.
web isn't disturbed. I think that's a good idea.
So you want to cut the web? Okay, cool.
Let me see if I have
Who
a-
is using
Let's see if I have like a dagger.
their
So I don't have to use
dexterity to cut the
I
web?
can. I mean, I have a million weapons upon me.
Yeah. If you want it, but don't use
So
any.
many.
Don't use anything too nice because you don't want it to get stuck.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'll use the blade of eternal storms. No, I'll just use I have a regular. I have a regular. No, I'll use the.
Wait. Aura of liberation. While you're not incapacitated,
okay.
you and creatures of your choice within 10 feet of you cannot be grappled or restrained.
Is that something you have to activate?
Creatures that are already grappled or restrained when they enter the aura can spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape unless they are bound by magic restraints.
Okay. That's not something you have to activate. That's just always activated, or is that?
No, it's my aura of liberation. It happens at 7th level.
Cool. Awesome. So Kaimana, you feel like you're caught for a moment, but then like you can back out of the web without any danger.
Yay.
It's
I'm
like
glad I read my sheet.
Yeah.
Yay!
it's like I felt a liberating feeling inside.
All right, come on. You need to eyes forward. All right.
Huh. Everybody's getting liberated in the pleasure palace.
All right. You guys can make your fourth.
We pulled Kaimana out of his
checks.
restraints in the pleasure palace.
Oh my god. You made me roll badly. Just kidding.
Oh wait.
Kaimana, are you using passive trace?
We got one more after this? Yes.
No. Yeah, this
No, we
is
have
four.
two,
Two more.
Two more? Yeah,
Okay.
two more.
Oh my god.
So you're using again.
I have rolled
23.
This is an 18. I have rolled a 4, an 8, and a 6
I just rolled
in my last 3 rolls.
I just rolled a 1, so that's a 15.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah, that dice is going into dice jail.
I got a 25.
25?
So I'm good.
I know Abel did well. Marlo, what was
I
yours?
had a 26.
26? That's
Terrible
low
me.
for Mar.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
All right. So you guys you make your way through and you're
Oh,
coming
wait,
out.
I'm sorry. That's a plus 30? 36. I'm sorry.
36, yeah. So you guys are
so bad.
you come out the other side of the bed and then you are weaving your way back through the mounds of stuff on the other side, trying to make your way to the opposite side of the chamber. And Kaimana, just right behind you, you hear a voice and it goes, I tried to encourage you to play the game, didn't I? And you turn around and you look and there's like a mouse, but it is talking in a voice, and it's like leaning against one of the shelves. And then it just leans enough and it pushes through, and this whole mound of like old newspapers basically knocks over and slams into something else. And then there's just a flutter of newspaper pages falling all around you, as you all hear like the creaking of the bed as the creature sits up. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw as this giant is coming to swipe this area to try to get whatever's making him waking him up to leave.
A dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Josh, I look at the group,
You all have +4.
Beautiful.
smile, and just go tearing off down one of the rows and just start hitting things as I go. So go away from the group and knock shit over.
Well, okay.
Well, so we don't get the +4 because his
Nope, he went out of the way, so
Oh.
You don't get the +4.
Yeah, so you don't get the +4, but that's fine.
Yep.
But I'm causing a distraction.
You are. So
Yes,
like
that's
the first swipe is still coming down, but then the distraction will be for you the other way. Mhm.
17.
17.
Well, I'm gonna flash of genius myself to turn this 7 into a
27.
13.
Okay.
I got an
Let me
11.
mark that.
An 11. Abel
What are
and
we rolling?
Kaimana, dexterity saving throw, Rob. So Abel and Kaimana, you are kind of caught by two giant fingers as you're smacked, and you are lifted off of the ground, and you find yourself flying through the air, and then you land separate from the other group members. So Kaimana and Abel, like you land like a few walkways over from everyone else.
Jesus.
Yeah. And you also
Any damage?
take, yeah. Hold on.
Had to come in. Had to be coming.
18 points of bludgeoning damage as you're smacked by the giant thing. And then
are you okay?
Hey.
Okay, hey, I'm gonna pull out the healing knife.
No, I'm good for now.
Are you sure? Are you?
Yeah, I feel like on a scale of 1 to 45 to 85, I'm like at 45.
It's okay.
As long as you can run away from a giant, we'll...
And I'm yelling while I'm doing this. I start singing.
Okay.
Utilitarian fight songs.
To be very fair as a DM, the second failure was Kaimana's failure. If the Krakoa does this, it will count as the third failure.
Okay, fine. I won't do it.
Like I don't want to take away your thing, but like that, like the giant struggling to fall back to sleep would be woken back up by that action. So you can make another distraction if you want to without running off, but you running off and tearing through would be the third failure.
Because I was figuring it that since he was awake, we were already screwed.
No,
So-
he's just
So he's, like,
swiping.
No, yeah,
not
he's like
awake yet.
he's like in the half
No,
sleep,
so-
like trying to smack things or whatever, just smacking whatever's
Okay,
making
in that
noise.
case, I will not do that. I thought he was like standing
No,
up.
no, yeah. So it's 3 failures before him to wake up. So that was only the second failure. All right.
Gotcha. Did Anansi successfully stay attached to me as we were
Yeah, that's fine.
violently hurled across the
Yes.
room? Okay, I'm going to send him up above the maze walls
Mhm.
to see if we can get sort of a good little vantage point of where we are in relation to
Sure.
where our friends are.
Absolutely. So what you see from Anansi is that you're in a section where the paths will eventually converge at the exit. And so like moving down this path, you will meet back up with your friends who are moving down their path. With Anansi doing that, Abel and Kaimana, you have advantage on your stealth checks because Anansi is giving you a vantage point. So you two guys can make your stealth checks. If Kaimana is using Pass Without a Trace, Abel and Kaimana have access to Pass Without a Trace. Marlo, Jury, Krakoa do not.
I'll of course let Kamana know. If we stay on this path, we should converge with our friends near the exit.
Okay, let's take it.
Let's go.
Okay. So everyone's making their stealth check here.
Yeah.
Pass without
My-
trace, Kamala?
God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Abel and Kaimana have Pass Without a Trace.
TK, I'll give you inspo. So you can roll with advantage.
You have advantage, Krakoa, on yours.
Good, because I rolled a 5.
I
I
haven't
knew-
rolled above
I
a
know.
4 for the last 3 rolls.
I knew you would need it.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, fuck
I
my
rolled a
life.
7.
Double 5.
Well, you add a D10 to it.
We're gonna die.
No, because I'm not in the.
No.
No, I gave you inspo.
You have inspiration. You
I
add
don't
a
think it
D10.
matters because I rolled a 7, but just just to pad it out there.
on brand, man. Jury right there with me. Just
I got a
Solidarity.
32.
10.
Omar.
Lord.
10 with advantage and a die 10. Plus 2 from my stat.
10. Okay, 32 and 10. The average of that is 22.
I rolled 16.
23.
23. Okay, and then a 7. That's going to bring that down to an 18. Okay, cool. So
That
now
was teacher mode in his brain.
yeah, so this is now so Abel and Kaimana, you successfully are making your way through. What this now is going to become is
Oh wait, do we have advantage?
you did, yeah. But
Okay,
you guys are
hang on.
fine. It's going to be a chase sequence. And so as you're going, Juridan, you're like carefully, like you play your instrument quietly to activate the Kakoa.
We average a 15.
A 15, yeah. And so as you're playing your instrument to do that, you like your like string feels a little loose and you're like trying to get it right. You're trying to work around the lack of a C in your playing, and you go into musician focus and you hit a bucket as you're walking and kind of tumble over it and slam into a post, and you all just watch as a stack of books and like rotten apples and all kinds of things just slowly begins to fall back and hit the one behind it and the one behind that and behind that. Abel and Kaimana, you watch as like a wall behind you just like falls over and then just like dominoes around the room, and then you all hear the sound of "Oh my fucking god! I'm just trying to sleep in this house" as the giant is rising up out of its bed. So now you are all in a very like as quick as you can possibly make it to the exits. You can climb, you can jump, you can run. It's all up to you. Marlo, I do need you to make an investigation check as you're approaching the last half of this, or the last 2 bits of this journey.
Can my bear help me?
Can your bear help you?
Like, can I get advantage because of my bear?
Can I get bear vantage? No?
Can you have bear vantage? No, but you can have advantage because this is you drew the card from the
okay.
this deck of many
Thank
things.
you.
I want the clip of Josh going, no.
It's like Withers.
No.
You want to come and tell me this? No.
What was it?
20.
Okay, good. So what we'll need here is the chase sequence is a skill check sequence. The giant doesn't have an easy time making it around his own messed up home. So he's one, getting out of bed, so that gives you a little bit of time. 2, he's got to find his slippers, that gives you a little bit of time. And then 3, he's going to be kicking through this massive stuff, making his way over towards the source of this sound. So you guys have 3 opportunities to successfully escape from this chamber before the giant catches up to where you are. So what would you like as your, think about it as like, I'm going to be using a specific skill, and then you're going to narrate how that skill is helping you escape.
I'm with Abel, right?
Yeah, you and Abel are together. Mm-hmm.
All right. I am going to shape change into a giant vulture, grab him, and fly to the exit.
Okay. With that in mind, make a strength check, Kaimana, with advantage. But because of the extended gravity in this space, you're fighting against a little bit more gravity too.
Kaimana, why are you carrying that gang? I'm betrayed.
No. Can I help by activating my jetpack?
Yes, you can. So
make myself a little bit lighter.
You have an advantage on the roll, Kaimana, and then you can add an additional. If you don't have proficiency on the roll, you can add your proficiency.
Okay, so that is a 20 then.
A 20. Okay, good. So Kaimana and Abel, you lift off, and you will count that as 2 successes because you're clearing over areas. So Kaimana and Abel both have 2 successes. Marlo, Jury, Kakoa, how are you all?
Can I put Jury on PB? Because straight bears have a straight bears? Gay bears.
Gay bears.
In the Pleasure Palace?
I've never met a straight bear before.
That's a whole different.
Bears, stop. Bears have a speed of 40.
Yes.
I know this because Halson has a speed of 40.
He's so fast. Wow.
Well, yeah. So that would add +10 to your movement.
Jury, you can ride PB.
Okay, as I'm doing that, can I sending to the giant and I'm like, would you like some life advice? I think if you cleaned your room, you'd sleep better. It's just a bit of friendly advice. Maybe that would help your insomnia.
Okay. I don't need fucking people telling me how to live my life.
Oh, he's that kind of giant. What is this, your mother's basement?
Okay. So jury.
It's cutting words without cutting words.
Oh,
baby.
that's a PB rolled a 18. So jury, you get on PB's back and PB like pushes into one of the things and it begins to fall over and he just uses that and he's like is leaping through and he leaps over into the next section.
I'm like feeding him food as he goes. I'm like, good job.
So that's a success for jury. Marlo Cocoa.
I would like to be doing like acrobatics and using my full like 60 feet of speed to try to like lead this like brigade, like our little brigade, through.
You're struggling to get like full flight, but you can use like your winged boots as like additional acrobatics. So I'll let you make the acrobatics check with advantage. Yeah.
Cool.
And Cocoa, what are you doing to?
The first thing I do is blow the horn I've got so that everybody has 15 temporary HP.
Okay.
Because we might need it.
If he wasn't awake before, the alarm clock just went off. Yeah. So you all have 15 additional temporary hit points.
Yep. And the Cocoa starts going through. He looks like a running back trying to hit the gap at the line of scrimmage. Basically, he's finding a gap. He's Latrinian, so he can fit through a space of someone much larger than him. But basically, he's brute forcing it, so... like the thing where you would inch sideways, he's just basically things bouncing. He's getting enough so that it's kind of like a snowplow that stuff is flying off to either side of him versus smacking into it.
Good. Go ahead and make an athletics check just to see if you can maintain your momentum through the difficult terrain.
Finally, a good roll. A 19 plus 8, so that's a 27.
Cool, awesome. So that's a success for Cocoa as you're barreling through the area with Marlo like carefully like flipping off of things above you as you're just like crashing through. This is like the difference between watching, I don't know, like this is the Hulk in Avengers like crashing through and then, you know, Black Widow is like flipping around above. Yeah. All right. Good. So with that in mind, Marlo, Cocoa, Jury, you can continue the same strategy for your final check. And then Abel and Kaimana is just making that strength check to maintain flight speed to get you all through. We'll see where the giant's at. Okay.
How close is he?
So he's up, he's got his things on, he's moving in your direction. So one failure here would result in him kind of catching one of you.
Oh no.
So strength check again from me?
Yeah.
Plus my
with advantage, right?
Plus your proficiency and advantage. And then Marlo's acrobatics.
How far away is he?
The giant, well, so I mean like in this space, the giant for himself is like 10 feet away from you. But for you, the giant's like hundreds of feet away from you. But it's because like for him, 10 feet is,
Okay,
yeah.
Josh, what I'm going to do is with making... Sorry, Jace.
Oh, well, I was going to say, like, can I throw the Blade of Eternal Storms, like, at his foot?
Sure.
To try to, like, see if he'll like stumble or be like, ow, my
absolutely,
butt,
that could cause him to have disadvantage. Yeah, absolutely.
Traction.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
I love the profanity of this giant.
It's going to hit. It's going to hit him because he's a giant. This is determining is how much, whether or not it'll affect his next roll. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did he step on the Lego?
24.
24, yeah. So a moment goes by and you guys like see this like glowing dagger fly through the air and it you hear it impact, and then it appears back onto your belt, Marlo, a moment later.
Oh, and he gets a little bit of lightning damage.
Yeah,
with
he
it
does.
Too, so it shocks him too.
It's like fucking kids leaving shit on the floor all the time.
No, he stepped on a leg.
And you hear like he's got one foot up in the air and he is hopping, and you all just feel like this vibration going through the whole thing, which is causing more like books and things to fall off of their spaces as you move through.
Josh, I'm going to be like the tail end of this, and so that if somebody stumbles, that I'm going to make noise to distract him.
Sure.
And when he goes to grab me, I misty step.
Okay, that works.
Can Abel activate his flamethrower, and as we're flying through the air, maybe just like bursts of flames, setting
Like
small
Alien?
fires.
Oh, totally
Yes.
that fucking the room requirement scene from the last
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Setting like
Okay.
setting fires to
I
like different
personally am normally against book
stacks of
burnings,
trash
but in
over-
this case, I'm going to go with it.
So for the first
It
time,
does hurt Abel's heart to burn a book, but
light flares through the chamber as this gout of flame hits dry, dusty parchment and rotting vegetation and paper, and goes up into flames. And there's just bursts of
bunnies,
flames go around
like
behind you.
6 feet tall,
And you
dust
all
bunnies.
see the giant for the first time, this enormous green skinned creature, like wearing his bed loincloth, just like right now hopping in pain from what had hit him in his foot a moment
And a
before.
Three Doors Down shirt.
Yeah,
like-
Three Doors Down shirt, yeah. And so he's there.
At least it's not Creed.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So Kaimana and Abel, you successfully make it your way to the other end, and you can see that there's a tunnel here. It would basically be like a mouse cave, like in the side of
hopefully
the
he's
chamber.
like distracted by the fires enough to give the others.
I mean, he's distracted. So all of these things are affecting his next roll to see how quickly he's moving. Because the only reason he was like 10 feet away before is because I rolled very high. All right, Marlo, are you still continuing your acrobatics?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your
I would like
acrobatics.
to keep doing
with
that.
advantage as well. Jury, how are you? You're on the bear still, so
I am on the bear.
Whoosh, no,
the bear
my
rolled
nose.
another 19.
This bear is
yeah.
sick. I'm feeding him all the
Dude,
bacon I
PB's
fucking
killing
have.
it.
So
PB, you get PB for life,
Also,
baby.
Josh, I don't know how you picture this bear, but this bear is a panda.
Okay, that's fine. Sure.
Yeah.
He's a panda,
Yeah.
and he is exactly as roly as a panda, but somehow incredibly proficient at
Acrobatics, yeah.
Like any panda
It's
that's
so
ever lived.
weird. It's like he studied like kung fu or something. I don't know.
We've got Jack Black with us.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Excellent.
So-
I got a 30 on
A 30, okay.
acrobatics.
Kaimana and Abel, so you're blasting fire behind you. Kaimana dives down towards the entrance. You kind of both tumble there. Kaimana probably coming out of wild shape. At the exact moment that you see leaping over the last wall that's beginning to tumble, a giant panda bear with Jury like riding on its
Yeah.
back.
Jury looks like too chill. Like this is going too well.
Backlit by flames.
real badass.
And then you all land. And then a moment later, like Marlo's flipping over. And then let's see. Nope. That's not 3. Then the Krakoa bursting through and just a spray of books and embers flying in front of him as you all make your way towards the mouse chamber. Just as like the giant like hits its knees and is beginning to reach down towards you, and you all disappear into the mouse chamber, and you find yourself tumbling out of the chamber. That investigation check, Marlo. As you were kind of doing your final flippy bits, you saw an orb. You saw an orb very similar to the one that Abel had found, kind of there, and you snatched it as you were flipping out of the chamber.
Cool.
But you all appear out into the main space. The giant gold thing falls up into a scroll and falls out and rolls to your feet, Marlo. And you all have cleared the 5 chambers of the Pleasure Palace. And so as you're standing there, the room seems to kind of shift and change where there's that second balcony. It kind of spreads out and then waterfalls begin to come off of it, and the fragrant smells of flowers as like from these waterfalls, there's just flower petals floating in them. And now it's coming down around you through channels, and a massive red door with golden accents appears at the back of the wall. And then slowly begins to open. And from inside, you hear the sound of music pouring out into this chamber as the passageway to the inner sanctum is open to you.
How many points did we get?
So with that in mind, you received no points for the first 3 rounds because Kaimana was using Pass Without a Trace. Because of that, Kaimana, you receive 0 points for the entire chamber. But Kakoa and Marlo earn both 2 points. Jury also, I think, 2 points, and then Abel.
Yay!
And
because you set fire to the chamber, Abel, you receive 3 points. Yeah.
We have our chaos ranking, besties.
Yes. As you there, the red door appears and opens, and then like these stairs just appear as they come down to where you are, and the chamber is there and open before you.
Yeah, we
proceed through.
Okay.
We go.
All right. So you make your way up the stairs, and it's like every step that you take, it's almost like you're hitting like chord progression in some kind of music. And so there's like some of you are on different steps, and so there's like this discordant melody, but there's like this melody playing as you're rising up the stairs, and the fragrance of the flowers. It's all a little much and a little showy. And you make your way up through the doors, and you find yourself in a large central chamber that has been dramatically altered from what it probably was before, which was a council of cloud giant mages, and is now the central chamber of Kefkan. The one thing you couldn't change is the large sigil on the floor that's there, and slightly, it's like he put a cover over it and it just burnt through. So it's like he couldn't hide that. But you just see like there's Major Domo is in the chamber, like the little gnome is in the corner, and there's a bunch of gnomes in this chamber, and they're all dressed like Major Domo, and they're just kind of like carrying plates of giant grapes and things around. And at the center of the chamber, not a throne, but just like doing that thing where I can float in the air, but I'm still gonna float like I'm in a lounge, like a dramatic chaise lounge. You see this enormous 20-foot tall giant wearing mix-matched patchwork clothing, very fine make, but of clashing colors and designs, and on their face a mask that at this point is not displaying any kind of emotion, but is this mask structure, and just kind of lounging there. You hear the voice, and they go, I don't think I've had quite so much fun since I've moved my manse here, but you are the first to take part in the Pleasure Palace. Welcome, I'm Kefkan. What can I do for you?
Hello, Kefkan.
It was only slightly pleasurable.
Yeah. But we'll pick up there with meeting Kefkan at the heart of the Tower of Storms next week.
Yay!
When can we rest?
Yeah.
After we destroy the sigil.
Y'all burning through your spell slots, you're burning through your HP.
I'm saying, man.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Thanks again for the mug,
burning
Rob.
through dragons.
You're welcome.
I love that.
I saw that and it was too appropriate.
That's fantastic.
I have to mark another spell slot for that.
It's like, I don't even know if Atwood drinks coffee, but I've got to get this.
Oh, this is my hot toddy mug now.
Nice.
Oh,
because I could see it applying to your workplace. If
no,
it might go there. We'll see.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want anything to happen to it. So
Yeah.
As a final note, Marlo,
It's just like someone saying some bullshit to you and you just like shrinking from the mug.
yeah.
Yes.
Marlo, as a final note, what you received is a boon.
A boon.
A boon. So it has not taken form yet. So you can message me with the ideas of like what kind of boon that you would like.
Okay.
Do you want a Daniel boon? Do you want
No.
Boone,
Boone's
North
Farm.
Carolina?
I think like do you want a white a white colonizer, or do you want really shitty Boone's Farm wine? Is that where those are options?
Easy choice.
What incredible options.
Yeah.
However will I choose?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
Cool. Yep. But we'll deal with the chaos of Kefkan, because who knows where he could take you all in this.
So what was everyone's?
Also, I know very well that you sent a pic to our group of like, this is what Kefkan looks like, and I don't remember how Ace and I got on this topic, but we decided he looks like a Pianta from Mario Sunshine, and that's what I've been picturing.
Oh
this man as now.
god.
That's a decision.
I don't remember how we got there.
And then I said a pinata because I'm stupid, which is great.
Oh god. Yeah, no.
He is
doesn't
floating
look
in
like
the air.
Yeah.
No, like one of those little palm tree guys.
Oh god.
Great.
He does not look like that.
No, he looks like a
Well,
hot anime guy.
Well,
I
that's
know
the
what he looks
the
like,
inspiration guy. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
evil. hot
This is a
guy.
cloud giant, but he's wearing a mask. You can't see his face. Like he like Kefkan always wears a mask.
I know he's hot and problematic under there.
Probably. He's hot, problematic, and chaotic.
Damn it, it's my
what-
type.
Either that or he's Doctor Doom.
What was
He's also hot.
what were our chaos point
problematic,
totals?
20.
26.
Oh, the total.
26 from me.
22, I believe. I put my notebook
22.
away.
I think I counted 21.
Was anybody lower than 20?
I don't think so. We all were a bit
Cool.
chaotic.
I had to catch up there at the end, but
Yeah.
Setting the room on fire. Got it for
Ah, shit. I was told to be chaotic. Fire. Like,
I thought about setting an alarm, but I didn't have anything to do it. Like an alarm right under his bed, and we could like try to
Oh,
leave, but
you can't.
I didn't have
Oh.
a spell slot. I didn't have a way to do it.
oh,
don't wake
we could have
giant.
MacGyvered something together, Jury.
It's fine.
I almost bought Don't Wake Daddy just so we could play it on here, but then I realized like playing Don't Wake Daddy with me moving your pieces would be really bad. So we just
Yeah.
played it this way.
Playing Don't Wake Daddy and the pleasure.
Oh,
of that.
God.
I'm done. I promise I'm done. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
And-
On that bombshell, good night.
Yes.
y'all.
All right. Night,
Night,
everybody.
everyone.
See you.